everyone, and welcome to episode 22 of My Mom Sandy. We are your hosts. I am Josh Fasen, and the woman next to me puts the dark chocolate peppermint bark in the Ghirardelli chocolate squares. This is My Mom Sandy.
Boy, that was really off the cuff, wasn't it?
I was reading it. It's right in front of us.
I know, but that's weird. I mean, I've never had you call me a chocolate square before.
No, I didn't. I said you put.
Oh, I put the
You put the dark chocolate peppermint bark in the Ghirardelli chocolate squares.
There you go. Yes. Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
And good night.
Good night.
All right, that's it. Episode 22.
Yeah, all right, very good.
Did I say 22?
Yes,
I said
you
22.
did.
I always get
22.
confused. So this is a very special, this is the first annual My Mom Sandy Christmas episode, and we are in the My Mom Sandy podcast studio 1A, which is buried on a Native American burial ground. It's haunted. We are here with our special guest.
So if you hear funny noises in the background like that, you'll know it's because it's those ghosts. That's
the
right.
Ghost of Christmas future.
I like your.
There's something in my. There's something. I have a hiccup. We are here with a very special guest today. We have your daughter, my sister, Samantha Fasen.
Hey.
Hey. Look
So
at you.
so dainty, huh?
I know.
Sam's in the house, guys.
Such a dainty little bitch.
Yep.
Oh, come on now, be nice.
No, it's like
Oh, is that like
it's
a
like hip.
term of endearment?
It's hip.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
hip.
pretty hip.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, good.
And Josh,
Okay.
you're like a cute little bastard.
Exactly. They used to call me
Is that endearing as well?
they used to
Yeah,
call me
that's-
Josh. They used to call me Josh Fasen CLB.
CLB, cute
Cute
little
little-
bastard.
Yeah.
Cute. That was pretty quick.
I'm quick on it.
Yeah.
So am I.
I take the words, I take out the beginning letters, and I put it together in my head, and then I repeat it back.
But you do that so fast.
I do.
See, for me, I'm still kind of doing it.
I know.
Yeah.
So you might have noticed no Christmas tree.
I did.
We talked about that last episode. The reason being is because the cats will attack it.
So, but do we know that for sure, or that's just a theory? Because we haven't actually put one up with the cat.
Has there been a Christmas tree up with the cats?
No.
You
there
just
has not.
assume. You
Okay,
assume.
so wow, so we're
It's
we're
an
just,
assumption.
We're just
Well,
erring on caution.
I know that Collie eats your Christmas tree. We'll try to eat your Christmas tree in your room.
I don't know if I've seen her actually try to eat it.
Is it
I
a
have.
real one?
No,
No, it's not.
Oh,
I have seen her.
Just hit my hand.
Everybody has a little coffee today. Don't know why.
I don't drink coffee. I have
Not
something
coffee,
in my
but a
throat.
cough. Everybody's got a cough.
So let's get right into it. Christmas. So we're recording this on a Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday, Christmas Eve. That's the day that this episode will drop. And then Wednesday, of course, is Christmas. So let's just get right into Christmas as a Fasen.
yeah.
Last year, let's go way back, and we'll move our way forward.
The way back machine and go backwards.
So,
There you go. There's the way back machine.
I remember as a kid that it was literally pulling teeth to get you to wake up to like open gifts. It's a little smoky in here, huh?
No.
I don't know what you're talking
Weird,
about.
it's like a fog,
I don't know what you're talking about.
like a low cast fog.
I brought it down with me from Oakland.
By the way, it was pouring rain last night.
I know, and
Yeah.
Sam was driving down here, and
I got to drive through all of the rain.
So you came down yesterday. You live up, of course, in the East Bay, Oakland,
Correct.
California.
Correct.
O-Town.
Sure. Yeah.
The athletics.
Actually, hip kids call it the town.
Oh, the town. It's just the town.
What do they call San Francisco?
The city.
dump?
No, the city.
Oh,
The city and the town.
the place where poop is on the
You're doing that
sidewalk?
thing again where you're not talking into the microphone.
The place where poop is on the sidewalk?
Yeah. It's
Do
pretty
they do that in
stanky.
Oakland as well?
Probably. They do in LA. People poop everywhere outside.
Well, I think people do poop.
Yeah, I usually use a toilet.
Okay.
I try to keep it inside too.
Well, what's really weird is that
Wait, keep the poop inside? Like your pants?
there was a place where I was not long ago, and somebody actually pooped on the floor in the bathroom. It's like, why would you do that?
Where was this?
Couldn't wait.
I don't want to say where it was.
Was it a restaurant?
No, it was not a restaurant.
Target?
Stop
You just
it.
said it was a restaurant.
No, I said a place that I had been before.
It wasn't a restaurant?
No, it wasn't a
I
restaurant.
bet it was Target.
Was it Target?
Might have been.
Did it rhyme with Schmarget?
But the weird part is that you got a toilet, right? Why would you poop on the floor if you have a toilet?
But honestly, let's be honest. Like, how much harder would it be to poop on the floor rather than poop on a toilet?
I know, and like not get it on you.
Also, if you're in a stall, most people can see what you're doing if you're pooping on the floor.
Well, I wonder if they didn't even go in the stall. Like, if they just pulled it out
that's what
right
I'm
in the
thinking.
middle of
They
the
just
bathroom.
Pulled it
Like,
right. Just walked
They
in
pulled
and-
it.
Yeah, walked in.
So they pooped in their hand.
pulled the turd out. Coming out of it was just a long turd. They just pulled it right out.
Anyways.
So, do you remember that?
Pooping on the
Do I
floor.
remember what?
Oh, I also wanted to clear something up. This is what I was going to say before we get into Christmas. I wanted to clear up the fact that at the end of episode 21, we had talked about having Sam on as a guest, and then you said, "Oh my God, she's licking herself again." And I said, "How does she get down there?" We were not talking about Sam.
But coincidentally enough,
you said how does she even get her tongue down there? It's like totally out of the blue, and it makes no sense whatsoever. But we're referring to my cat.
Your cat. Your
Yeah.
cat was
I'm
your cat
not
was
a
on the
lizard.
table. She was licking herself. We were not talking about Sam.
Yeah, she has this uncanny ability to like lick right under her chin, just about.
Again, your cat, not
Yeah,
Sam.
Not me.
Sam,
Yeah.
yeah.
Again,
No,
not me.
The cat.
Sam's limber, but not that limber.
no.
So anyway,
So
yeah.
Christmas, do you remember it being difficult for us to get you and Dad up to come?
No, we always got up early. Shit. I
I
didn't
mean-
like it because I usually would spend half the night, number one, wrapping gifts, and number two, the Santa stuff. Like we had two different things, and I kind of brought this from my childhood. We had gifts that were under the tree, and we had a little pile of gifts that was left by Santa at night while we were sleeping. That's what happened when I was a kid. So, especially since your father was Jewish and never experienced the Christmas thing, I just brought my family experience and tradition into our home. So, two things. We had to either I was wrapping gifts and or I was waiting for you guys to fucking go to sleep so I could take the fucking gifts out and put them out.
So that is the one thing I'll say is I did not ever want to go to sleep.
And you were like so hyped up. You guys couldn't sleep. You were horrible.
Yeah,
Josh.
I wanted to be up all night. I was waiting for Santa.
I'm waiting for Santa. I want to see him.
I wanted
It's
to
like,
see Santa.
Shut the fuck up and go to sleep, you
wrote
stupid kid, or Santa won't come.
I wrote letters. I put out the milk and cookies. I was full on invested in.
Oh yeah, and then I had
Catching Santa.
and then I had to eat the fucking cookies.
At like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can almost go to bed. Oh, but no, I can't. I have to go take a couple bites of these stupid cookies that my kids left for me, Santa, to eat. By the way, don't be listening to this if you're around children that
I'm glad that you said that.
believe
now.
in Santa Claus. Disclaimer.
Hey guys, spoiler warning.
Really?
Santa's not real.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Did you drink the milk or did you put the milk? Did you pour it down the sink?
Well, sometimes I had to drink the milk in order to wash the cookies down. So, but
Dry ass cookies.
But sometimes the milk was like warm, so it was like
Yeah, because it was sitting there for a while.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, nah, just pour it out. I always left a little bit, and I think I would like if you left like 3 cookies, I'd eat like 2 of them, and the last cookie would have a bite
Just
out
a
of
bite
it.
out of
Yeah.
it. I remember that.
So that you knew.
And then I took the cookies back to my bedroom and tested them for DNA to see if it was a match for
And
family.
was it Santa?
It was Santa.
I didn't know you had Santa's DNA.
100% Santa.
He's probably a registered sex offender.
Nope, Santa definitely is not. He
No?
definitely did not do that.
Okay.
I don't know. He breaks into people's houses.
But does he break in or is he welcomed in?
I think it's his helpers that break in.
And then they clear the way for the big guy.
Maybe, I don't know.
Got it.
I'm not really sure how it all works. I'm kind of removed from that now.
So do you guys remember a year in which, because I remember, this is very vivid for me, but there was a year in which me and Sam woke up. So I had a bedroom upstairs. Sam had a bedroom downstairs. And the living room was kind of on like this like makeshift like second level of the house, right?
Well, it was up the big stairs, but then there was 3 stairs up to
The next level.
the next level.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So it was like a level and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Stop
a
kicking me.
real big level. I mean, it wasn't like 3 leveled home. I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't.
Right, and the elevator at the bottom. So there was this...
Yeah, because we were so wealthy.
There was this year where I remember I'd come into the living room and Sam had come upstairs. And so like you had said, the kind of thing that we were used to growing up was that there was presents under the tree, which had been pre-wrapped by you guys.
Right.
And then there was gifts that were left out that were not wrapped, that were in the living room on like a chair.
Yeah, and do you know how hard it was to like hide all that shit? That's another thing. I had to make sure it was hidden in places where I could get to it the night of Christmas Eve.
Wow.
So it couldn't be in any of your closets or any
like
of
a
your
weapon.
rooms. Yeah. And so just think about, we really didn't have, sometimes it was left in the trunk of the car.
Oh, that's smart.
That's smart. That's a good one.
Yeah, but you don't want to drive around with shit like that in your car for like 30 days.
So do you guys remember that? So me and Sam had come down to the living room because we were so excited to see what Santa brought, and there were no gifts.
Didn't you guys used to sleep in the same room the night of
Sometimes,
Christmas?
yeah. She would sleep in my bedroom, and then we'd run out. But it was like, I don't know, probably 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 7, 6:30, 7. And we came out and there was no gifts from Santa.
And when was I sleeping on the couch or was I
No,
downstairs?
you and Dad were both downstairs in the master.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I remember not having I remember not putting out Easter baskets one time, but I don't remember not putting out. You'll have to ask your father. That would be an interesting.
Well,
thing to ask.
so then I went.
I'm gonna
yeah,
just
no,
let you know
he's
he's not gonna remember.
No,
He won't remember.
So then we went downstairs, and you guys were both downstairs, and we said Santa didn't come, and you and Dad looked at each other and go, "What do you mean Santa didn't come?"
Santa went to sleep instead.
and we said there's no gifts from Santa, and I think you guys were like, "Well, are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's no fucking gifts." And so then you went upstairs to do something. I don't know if it was like wash your face or get breakfast ready or whatever.
I know. To be honest, I don't remember this. And on top of that,
and you had left us downstairs.
On top of that, it's like, where would I have had the gifts upstairs that I could have pulled them out? And
I
just
think
put
they
them
might have
out?
been somewhere in the garage or something.
Well, that would be the only likely thing. But they would have had to have been like sorted, like all your stuff in one bag and all Sam's stuff in one bag. And I don't remember that. Do you remember that, Sam?
I can almost remember something where it was like, oh, wait, but like, look, now they're all here. And
yeah, so that's what it was. Yeah.
It was like all kind of like set up miraculously.
Yeah, so you came,
Santa was running late that year.
Yeah,
was he?
so I forget if you yelled down or if whatever, but we ended up making our way upstairs, or you might have said, "Oh, come quick," and we went up and the gifts were there, and I had asked, "Did you see Santa?" And you were like, "Well, I was washing my face and I heard something," and I came out and he was going up the chimney.
Wow, I'm good.
You're really, it was good, and I thought, wow,
I bought it.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I did remember was like, wow, Santa, he really takes all night to hit these homes.
Oh yeah, he's got a big job. I
Yeah.
mean, he's going all over the world, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
And
of
a
course,
a sled.
run behind.
So that was kind of what I used to call the Santa no-show. That was the year in which we had the Santa no-show.
So do you have like, either of you have like strong memories of Christmas? And
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I loved the whole like Santa, the gift pile that he would leave, because it wasn't just like a pile, like it was like perfectly set up on the chair, so you could like see the candies and then
they were set
the
up
toys
really good. And the stockings were so.
I made displays.
Yeah.
It was like a
merchandising.
department
so
store display. Yeah,
and the stockings were so heavy that once they had stuff in them, they couldn't be hung anymore.
Of
So
course.
those were on
Yeah.
the chair with the stuff in them,
Yes.
and that stuff
Overflowing.
was overflowing with goodies.
Yeah. And then I also remember that Josh every year took it upon himself to be like the gift sorter, and whether like it was just like us at home or a big family thing, he was the first one under the tree. He was just handing out them gifts.
Sometimes I would spend the night under the tree.
But here's the problem. He would hand out all the gifts and he'd open none of his. So at the end, when all of ours were opened and done with, he had like this big pile of presents to open. It was like, Josh.
I was stockpiling.
I know, stockpiling so you could have that huge rush.
He's like, oh, I just don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end. It's so fun.
I know.
It's an exciting thing. I mean, look, there's stuff that I bought myself this year that's under the tree, that's wrapped. I don't know what it is. I forget. I forget what I wrapped. I have no idea. You know?
But you're going to take your time opening
That's good because I don't know either.
Great.
It'll be a big surprise.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's something really special about this time of year. A, B, I think that it's kind of neat, like opening. I feel like I'm a pretty good gift giver, but I feel like it's something fun about, you know, opening gifts. And there's definitely like this rush of like, well, what they give me, you know?
Or seeing someone like excited about what you got them.
Like I enjoy giving gifts way more now than I do actually receiving gifts.
Interesting.
It's true.
It's true.
It's the truth.
Josh the giver, that's what they call you.
Well, I know you do spend a lot of time figuring out what to give people, especially in the past, like girlfriends, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and family members. I mean, you got a brand new television last year. That was a surprise.
True. I know. And that was the story, right?
Yeah, we opened up all the gifts, and I said, "Oh, wait a minute! I think Santa might have made a special stop in my bedroom."
Ooh,
he always does. Pulling the old Santa thing
and
again.
I pulled it out. That's the second time we've said pull it out.
Pull it out.
Every time we say pull it out, if you guys are listening, you have to take a shot.
Take a shot.
Of
eggnog. So that's 2 now. So speaking of gift giving, there was a few years ago I got you and Dad both a special gift. You guys each got your own.
Oh yes.
Do you want to say what it is? What it is?
It was a really nice, soft, fuzzy, warm blanket. But the problem was it had.
Is it a problem?
Yeah, was it a problem?
Well, kind
of.
It's just
the funny part.
It's just a little odd.
Odd.
It's a little odd.
What's on it?
Josh's head.
Is it decapitated or is it attached to my body?
I don't know.
Okay, it's decapitated.
It's decapitated.
It's just the back of my head.
Don't we have a picture of me holding it up at Christmas?
We do.
Yep.
So we'll post that on the My Mom Sandy podcast Instagram, which is at My Mom Sandy podcast. I got you and Dad each your own
Josh Fasen
fuzzy warm blanket with my face on it, which was actually an idea that I got from one of the guys, one of my tattoo artists, Adam Hathorn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Honky Konger on Instagram.
Shout out.
He gifted his mom
a him blanket.
I think maybe his mom and
Yeah.
dad. Yeah, he got him a blanket with his face on it, and I just said, "This is fucking genius." Although I think his parents use the blanket.
Do they use the blanket?
Yeah, they love it.
My mother has one of the
with your face on it.
No, one of our family get-togethers. It's got the. I don't know if we're in it or not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I think we are actually.
I mean, yeah.
But he got one made for my mother.
Who's he?
My brother.
Mike?
No, my older brother. You know.
Plain Dan?
Dan, yeah. Anyway, and I think my mother uses it. But sometimes things like that are more decorative than they are useful.
You know, Josh, I wouldn't feel too bad because I remember when I gave her some of my artwork, I had asked Mom.
It's right there.
Yeah,
it's
no,
up on the...
I know where that is, but it was because I pressured her, and then I asked her. I said, "Where are you going to hang my piece of art that I gave you?"
I don't know if you noticed.
And she said, "I don't really need any more artwork right now." I mean,
the walls are really full. There's a lot of art hanging up.
But I did pressure her, and now it is up. So
I like that she put it. It's almost behind.
Yeah, it's almost obstructed by like a pillar, but it's okay.
And like she put the candle in front of it just to kind of make it a little like maybe no one can see it.
No. Here's the thing: it's behind it is a Chinese vase or Chinese, I think, vase. So it's kind of leaning on that, and in front of it, and understand everything's earthquake puttied.
Oh, good.
So in front of it is a little candle that my friend Lisa gave me, and that's earthquake puttied down as well. so it's in there, so it's not going to fall over.
Okay, that's good.
The cats can't knock it over.
Good call.
You think that it's hidden, but it's really protected.
Okay, I like
See?
it. That's
kind of
good.
like Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, protected.
Yeah, I used to have your painting hung up in my hallway at my old place. You've seen it there.
And whereabouts would it be now?
Well, I don't have any.
He doesn't have.
I have
any
nothing
painting.
hung up. Nothing's hung.
Don't feel offended.
I mean, everything's in the closet. All my artwork's in the closet. So you did. Now let me ask you to go back to the blanket. Did you ever use the blanket? Did you ever cuddle up with my face on your naked body?
Oh, okay.
No, I did not.
You know, Dad's used his.
On his naked body, cuddled up with your face on his naked body?
I don't know if he was naked.
Say, when you refer to the blanket in those terms, it makes me feel weirded out about using it.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I could say,
Don't blame ya.
I sleep with my son every night.
Yeah, that's gross.
Is that gross?
Have you ever thought about laying it down?
How old is your son? 38.
Not yet, baby.
Oh,
Do you ever think
almost.
about putting it down on the bed, like on the other pillow, like setting me up?
No, I'll tell you. You should feel setting you up. First of all, it's Josh when he had like this really long beard.
So I would say most of the blanket is beard.
Yeah,
Most of it.
which is probably warm.
The
Warmer.
beard warmer.
It's warmer.
Those
So it makes it
little
warmer.
spots are warmer.
And it's a mental thing.
Okay, so I know some other people that are close to you that have thought that blanket was weird.
I think everybody close to me actually really enjoys it. They all wanted their
You
own.
think?
They all wanted their own.
What do you think, Sam?
I think I'm gonna pass on getting a Josh blanket, but
If
But
it was-
but do you think it's
cute.
weird that I have a Josh blanket?
I think it's weird that Josh wants you to use it so much.
I know that is weird. That is weird. You've got a problem, Josh.
But I do think that if you ever have, I don't know, any like
Company.
gentleman callers over, you should definitely
Whip
spread
it
it
out.
out.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
100. Like if Nancy neighbor ends up ever spending the night,
Well, let her
100%
sleep
let
under
her
it.
sleep on it.
Yeah.
You know, you have
Oh, but
some.
then Nancy neighbor would like be on my face.
Wait, you
I
have
don't
some.
want that.
You have some friends coming to visit next week.
Yeah, they might
Maybe
use it.
they can use it.
They can use it.
You should offer it to them.
100%.
You should know though that it is out in my room. It's not like.
Is there anything on top of it?
There's a lot of stuff on top of it, but I know where it is in case I get really cold. That's the other thing is I don't. You see what I sleep under?
Everything.
Newspapers.
No, newspapers.
Leaves. It's like naked and afraid in there.
No, that's what hoarders sleep under is newspapers.
Oh God, where's Mom? I can't even see her. There's so much stuff in here.
She's hoarding again. I sleep under a flannel sheet and a very lightweight blanket. That's it. So that blanket's a bit warm for me, to be honest.
Sometimes in the
I've
morning.
thought about taking it to the rink when I go watch hockey games.
Oh no, that's a
Yeah,
cute
that's a
idea.
good one.
But
and holding it up against the glass.
there you go.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll know who it is?
Oh, that'll throw
I'll
the
be like,
Sometimes
They might escort you out.
sometimes in the morning when you're sleeping and I'm getting ready for work, I'll come in and I put my finger on your nose just to make sure you're breathing. Because you'll be like, and I'm just like, oh God.
well, if I'm making that kind of noise,
Yeah.
then I must be breathing, right?
That's a good point.
Or am
Okay,
I
so
gurgling?
are we gonna
Okay, so
Back to Christmas stuff?
yeah. So see, I want to just know what I'll tell you with my Christmas with my family. My mother always had this is kind of a funny thing. She always had an artificial tree and it was silver.
Ooh.
Silver bells. I don't know why.
Did it have light? Did you guys put lights on it? Was it like shiny?
It's like sparkly,
Like glitter.
tinsel.
Yeah.
It was like a tinsel tree.
Interesting. What was your topper? What was your tree
It
topper?
wasn't even tree. It wasn't even branches. It was tinsel wrapped around a pole.
No, it was branches, but it was like it had like this. You know, it had the stem, the trunk up the middle,
Right.
and then the branches all stuck in on each side, so that you. But I don't know. That's just weird. I don't ever remember having a green tree. It was always a silver.
Yeah,
sparkly
we actually grew
tinsel
up
tree.
with artificial trees, and I never remember having a tree that smelled like a tree.
I think the first year we were here, we had a tree, a real tree.
In this house?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think we ever had a
Yes,
real
we
tree.
did.
I don't ever remember a real
Yes,
I
tree.
think we
we
brought
did.
the old tree over from the old house.
No, we did because
I think we still have that tree, actually.
No, we do. I mean, it's in the. I know
It's like
exactly
30
what it is.
years old.
Yeah, but why would we have gotten a real tree for the first year when we moved into this house?
because I don't know that I knew where the tree was.
I
didn't
don't.
want to get it out, or it might have been broken because I had to get a new one at one point. The one that I have now is not the one that you guys stop it grew up with.
Ew.
What are you putting your skin pieces on me?
Okay,
Do
so
you
just
think I
to
want your
narrate what's
DNA?
happening, Josh is
I already
sitting
have it.
close to my mom Sandy and putting some of his scraps on her.
She's doing the play-by-play.
So yeah, no, I
The
don't.
listeners want to know.
I don't ever remember having a real tree. here. And period, actually.
But later on in life, Mom got really into candles, so she would always have eucalyptus and like pine tree smells going on to cover up the fact that we did not actually have a real tree.
I know.
in the
I always
house.
had Yankee candles, and I would get I'd get the balsam fir or the home for the holidays.
In fact, if you guys go on yankeecandle.com
Autumn
and
leaves.
do an order, type in promo code MyMomSandy, you guys are going to get 10% off
You'll
your
get
order.
shit, okay? You'll just get shit.
You're not going to get anything.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking
It's going
about?"
to say this coupon code does not exist.
There you
Invalid
go.
code.
Invalid code. But I'm getting ready for when we get those sponsors coming on board.
Yeah, you got to have just naturally pepper them in there
just ready.
as much as you
Did
can.
you see that news story about that? Not to change the subject, about that kid who makes like $28 million a year. He's like 8 years old, 7 years old.
No, I missed that.
He has a podcast, and he excuse me, he sorry, Josh. He like reviews toys. He like plays with the toys and talks about them, and he's like made millions. He like employs like 28 people or something. It's like
I bet
crazy.
Yeah,
his parents
it's
are
genius.
awesome.
I think what we need, what I've
So
figured
why
out,
can't we do that?
we're trying to build an empire.
Oh, do you play with toys? No.
Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? But what I think we need to do is, and I wanted to actually talk about this with you,
Oh, good.
is maybe you could be our social media manager.
Okay.
So, get like little, because one of the things that like we don't have is like we don't have like little like clips on Instagram,
Yeah, y'all need some clips.
Yeah. So if there's
Y'all need some clips.
so if we could have you, if you could be employee numero uno for
Right.
My Mom Sandy.
No, that sounds interesting. Gotta ask. Is there compensation involved in this?
Yeah, so,
role?
no, of course.
Serious?
So you're
As
gonna.
soon as we get paid, you get paid.
Yeah, so you'll be basically
You'll be the first one on the list.
You'll be a reoccurring guest. The thing is you kind of want to get on the ground floor of this because once
Right.
it takes off, this baby's taken off.
And the other thing is
Straight
that
to space.
it would be a great thing to add to your resume.
My podcast.
Your resume that that you're doing social media for podcasts.
Yeah.
And it might get you into doing other podcasts as well.
I'm game. Let's do it. I'm glad that you had to ask me on a show, but now it's forever. So.
I mean, I don't want to make a big deal, but we have a live episode coming up in January. Also, let me just go ahead and check the stats really quickly, and I'll just show you, just so you know what we're working with. You can look at that all-time number down there, right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Let me see.
Look at that, huh?
Wow, guys. You guys are big. You guys are blowing.
We're not going up as quickly as I thought we would.
Well, because now we just employed a social media manager. How exciting is that? A little Christmas miracle, huh?
I know. What kind of stuff could we do that would be
Little
like?
bitch.
I mean, because what I find is a lot of people are backed up. I mean, we work so hard
Wait,
to get one
like-
backed up. Yes, in the toilet,
Got
backed
it.
up.
No, I mean,
they're
I think-
backed up on their episodes, and we work so hard to get an episode out every week, and sometimes it's like close to near impossible.
I think the big thing is staying consistent, but I also think that like we do not have a strong enough social media presence. Sam.
So
People that have podcasts will post, like the graphic with like a little, 15-second or 20-second
how long does
audio
it take
clip.
to do that kind of stuff, though?
Not very long.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm managing. I'm keeping the train running here with My Mom Sandy. I need a social media manager. We need help, everyone. Okay. We need more 5-star ratings. We got a new one, by the way.
we got a new
Number
one,
one Shoulders
yes.
fan. I don't know who that was, but I did want to just respond to that. I don't know if you know, but I picked it up at a used record store around the corner.
Oh,
the Shoulders Christmas album.
Oh, was it best of or
No, just Shoulders Christmas album.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
1979. Psych,
Well,
Funkadelic.
Maybe we could like play a little bit of that.
Maybe on the live episode.
Yeah, maybe on the live episode. I need some time to maybe put this together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You need
They
some time
have,
to put together a whole CD, right?
They have.
Oh wait, it's an album.
It's an album. It's,
then we can't play it.
right, exactly.
Oh darn.
They have the hit songs. Jingle the Balls.
Yeah.
On the shoulders. They have Dick the Halls.
Okay.
They have.
Kiss me under my shoulders.
Yeah. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus on his shoulders.
There's a lap.
They have Have Yourself a Merry Little Shoulder.
Shoulder bells.
Shoulder Bells is a good one. That's a good tune.
Shoulder bells.
Yeah, that was a good one. They have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Shoulders. The 2 red shoulders. They got it was a
they
rash.
glow.
Yeah, it was a rash.
But they
It was a
glow
rash,
at night,
yeah.
so it's easier to find people.
I feel like I'm being double teamed here. I got it coming from both.
I gotta say, since the last episode I was on, it's actually a lot better being in studio with you guys.
It's better, right?
It's better to see your face and
Yeah.
interact.
And plus, you can have a adult beverage.
Yeah, what are you drinking there, Sam?
I'm glad that you asked. This is a little concoction we warmed up. It's some warm cider and a
Spice
mystery
cider, courtesy of Fantastic Cappuccino and Trader Joe's.
and a mystery.
No, don't say no.
Alcohol.
No, you make the
Oh,
cider.
I make
from
the cider
scratch.
from scratch. I just happen to have some left over from my last Fantastic Cappuccino job.
What's the plural for apple?
Apple.
What? Am I missing? Was that a lot? Was that on a different episode? Uh-oh. My mom's losing. My mom Sandy's losing it.
Tell her about
This is where the good ratings come. We need this audio clip pulled. I'm going to give you a timestamp, 42:17. Did you not listen to the Guava episode?
I think I missed that one. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, so there's a
or
fan.
the penis eye.
And then she has to cover her face. She can't look it directly in our eyes anymore. It's like Medusa over here, or Medusae.
Medusa.
Everyone who listens to the podcast knows my mom has a problem with plurals.
No.
So
Just when you, I don't. How did it all start? Octopi.
guava? No,
No, it's no.
No, it was. I said, "Oh, you do all the guavas. You shave out all." And I said, "What's the plural of guavas? Guavae?" And then you just lost it. And then you're like, "It's kind of like octopi." And I'm like, "Well, it's not octopussies. That's a weird thing. That's a whole different website."
Oh,
That was a
God.
recap of that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Just so you know, yeah, to keep Sam, you'd think my daughter, your
Not yet.
sister,
Definitely not our daughter. That's not. That's not.
my daughter, your sister would be up to date on her podcast.
You'd think
but-
that she would listen to it every week, but what'd she say? She's got 90 podcasts. She's got to listen to every
I'm
week.
a little backed up, and then I also have a life.
Well, that's
Thank
the
you.
problem. People do have lives, and they do get backed up.
I think we just keep pushing them out, and I think now
Yeah.
that we have a social
Just
media
wait for
manager,
just wait for everybody to get really sick,
Can
and
we do-
they'll catch up on all of them.
There you go. Can we do something where like we like there's some type of an interaction, like like they get something if they listen to the current episode, or
yeah, I
if
mean,
they
we
can
need.
answer a question
So
about the current
yeah, I
episode.
mean, like I think the first thing is we need more followers. So well, we can have this conversation off
Yeah,
the air.
we don't need to
I don't know if we
bore
need to
everybody
expose the inner workings of my
our-
mom Sandy
really.
with everybody.
So back to Christmas. Are we done with Christmas?
No,
Are
it's
we
not actually
hap-
not even here yet. It's Wednesday.
I know.
Well, today's not Wednesday. Today's Monday.
So what? I mean, what about? I mean, do you have any other Christmas
I remember,
memories? I mean, do you have
yeah, I
good
remember-
Christmas memories?
yeah, I mean, every Christmas was a great Christmas.
I have a bad Christmas memory. One year I woke up with a really bad ear infection on Christmas, and it was super painful. But luckily, my pediatrician was a Jew, and he was open.
Was that Dr. Bob?
No,
No, that was Dr.
Fogel.
Dr. Vogel.
Dr.
That's
Vogel.
right.
Well, shout out to Dr. Vogel if you're still alive.
And he helped me out with my ear infection, but it was really painful,
Uh,
and I couldn't even
s-
enjoy playing with my
I
toys.
remember that. I also remember when you fell out of bed and burned your hand on the
Yeah, that was not around Christmas, but I did burn my hand really
Yeah,
bad.
that was dangerous.
vaporizer.
That was a marijuana vape pen.
No, but it's
Went
funny that
through
it's
her
called
hand.
a vaporizer because it sounds like some sort of a laser beam. I burnt my hand on this vaporizer.
What happened when you got really well? My mom got mad at me. She vaporized me, turned my hand to dust.
Gotta love those lasers.
That's
I
it.
remember always, my problem was that I, as much as I wanted to be surprised, I wanted to find the gifts. And I remember you guys like.
Did you ever find them?
Oh, 100%. You stashed them in your closet. I told you, there was one year that I came clean because I felt so bad. But you used to stash them in your closet, on your side of the closet, and they would be way in the way back, in bags. And I would go, you guys would go somewhere and I would go downstairs, shimmy my way down the stairs, and I would go
You
in.
little shit, you.
But I would go in and I would see it. And then what the thing that killed it for me was that, and I remember one year I had to say.
Well, obviously you didn't believe in Santa Claus.
Well, no, so that was the thing. So I had to ask you, I said, hey, I snuck and I looked in the closet and I saw gifts. And I think you might have said, oh, you little shit. And then I said,
Gee.
I said, but I don't understand. I said, because there's gifts in there that Santa gave to me. And you said, your response was, well, sometimes we buy a little extra because Santa has so many gifts to carry. Ooh. Like he brings so much stuff to so many people.
I was quick on my toes.
You can tell a child almost anything.
Anything, and he'll believe it, you know?
Well, especially when it has to do with Santa Claus.
So I think for me, I was like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, every year I would.
I didn't know you were sneaking into my closet and looking at stuff. I actually did that when.
Josh is pretty sneaky.
I was probably like in 3rd grade or 4th grade. I actually did that at my mother's house. I wasn't sneaking looking for gifts, but I was looking for. I was going to go swimming, and I was looking back in the day. In public pools, women had to wear bathing caps on their hair.
Oh, they had to?
Yeah.
What if they didn't? Would they get arrested? Or would they get vaporized?
I don't think they were allowed to swim unless they had them on. So anyway, I was looking for one of those because I was going to be swimming. And
did you find it?
What I found
found the presents.
What I found was a suitcase full of Barbie clothes, Barbie dolls.
Did you try them on? Did you try on the clothes?
No, but I think I got caught by my parents, and they were quite upset with me, and they told me that I couldn't tell the other kids.
As in your brothers and sisters, or like the rest of the kids?
Well, no, my brothers.
Oh, you didn't have any sisters?
I didn't have any sisters, weird. Remember? Yeah, so I don't know if, it was, but it was kind of like, whoa, what's this?
Didn't you tell me that you used to try to peek at gifts by unwrapping them, like
a little? Yeah, we did that. We did that a little bit. Yeah.
You just find where the tape's at.
Yeah, you can
shimmy it open.
Yeah, sometimes it makes a mark on the paper.
See, I never did that. To me, that was way too risky.
It is risky.
Yeah, because like to try to put it back together the way that it, and especially I'm like an average rapper. Not.
Are you an MC or?
Yeah.
Okay.
MC raps a lot.
I
but
like
I never. I in my head I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to like open, like unwrap, just take the tape off, and then.
Oh, you just got to peek.
No, I know, but peek and then try to like. I was just like, there's no way. What I used to do though, I used to set up. Dad had a video camera, like a legit, like on the shoulder
enormous
video. Yeah, with like the whole VHS tape went in. And the funny thing is that how long VHS tapes recorded for? What, 3 hours, 6 hours?
I think up to 6 hours, depending on the speed you put it at.
So you could get like a 6 hour recording on a VHS
4, and
tape.
6, I think.
And then, but the battery on the movie camera only lasted
like
maybe like an hour and a half, maybe max.
Yeah.
And I would set the video camera up in my bedroom under like books, and I would try to video. And I would set
Santa.
I would set it at the doorway to see if I could capture Santa. My dumbass though was like, we'll have an hour and a half window until the battery dies for Santa to come. So then I would watch this videotape
of nothing.
Of fucking nothing.
Oh look, there's my mom walking by.
No, I didn't.
My dad walking by.
Oh look, they got presents in their hands. That's weird.
I didn't even see it, but that's the thing though. I mean, I was
Santa.
I was so proud of myself for like hidden camera, right?
Yeah.
Where was the fucking nanny cam when you need it?
I know. Well, that was they didn't have nanny cams then.
I could have used a fucking GoPro.
We used to get up in the middle of the night and actually play with our toys that Santa brought, and then we'd go back to bed.
That's cool.
I feel like me and Sam. I mean,
I think you guys.
Yeah,
did
we would
that.
like get up and like we'd open things and look at things, and then it was like, okay, well, let's go back to bed.
Yeah.
Because that was like the really exciting thing is like what Santa was bringing.
I know you're like so. She's really like Christmassy.
Like if I ever had kids, I'd for sure like they're gonna believe in Santa up until like high school. Like I'm gonna hire friends to come over as like elves and like dress up as Santa.
I saw this neat trick
and like wake them up and be like, hey.
We actually wouldn't be able to do it here because there's no snow, but people would take like these boots and they would like dump it or like get footprints.
Oh, so smart!
Flour.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it.
And then make oh look, he's here! Look at his shoes.
Oh well, you could do it here with if you put them in flour.
Why would Santa be walking through flour?
Well, it doesn't snow here.
No, he has snow on his boots.
That's what it's.
You don't think anyone's gonna be like, oh, that's just flour?
Not a child.
I would get one of those.
Yeah,
I would get one of those.
I'm sure, Josh.
I'd get one of those dust pens, or not pens, the dust things that.
Oh yeah.
That you can like blow the dust off stuff, right? If you turn them upside down,
the huffers.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't huff it.
Yeah.
But if you turn them upside down and you push, it'll freeze. So I would just freeze the inside of the chimney, And I'd be like, oh, Santa must have come down.
Oh, yeah, the whole inside of the chimney. Sounds good.
1,000 dust cans.
You don't want to just get some like liquid nitrogen or something?
I'd pour liquid nitrogen down the chimney. I'd put dry ice in the chimney. Like, Santa's been here.
Look, it's smoky. Look. You know how much Santa smells?
He left dust. He was in such a hurry.
He left dust?
Well, puff of air.
Puff of cocaine? Santa's drinking. Oh, Santa left a little bit of the white stuff behind.
I'm going to ask Sam, did you see the news story about the Christmas sweater they were selling at Walmart?
Mm-hmm. That they took off.
Yeah.
You know how many people had to sign off on that sweater to be sold at fucking Walmart?
Well, let's talk about it. I don't know if ever, because Josh hadn't heard about it. I actually saw the picture.
If you haven't seen it, it's a sweater with Santa.
Yes.
And he has lines of cocaine in front of him.
And it says,
I don't know what's it say.
I think it says, "Let it snow."
Oh, yeah.
Let it snow. And then for some reason, I don't know, the news report I heard talked about a story about the best snow coming from South America and the best snow being in South America. And it's like the story of cocaine.
Oh.
It's actually the story of cocaine. Yes. How many people signed off on that sweater?
So many.
Before it
at
got
Walmart.
I know, at Walmart. And there you go.
And they
3 lines of cocaine right there.
They don't want to sell like M&M's
have you
CDs
seen it,
or
Josh?
something.
I have not seen it, actually.
Are you looking at it right now?
No, I was looking at the Sam's Instagram stuff.
It's pretty entertaining if you guys want to check it out.
I have not.
So anti.
I actually have not seen it.
So anti.
I've not seen the sweater in question,
Well,
but
look it
I do
up.
feel like this is the time. I mean, I've seen a lot of I saw these like cool, ugly Christmas sweaters that had like a pouch right here for like your beer or like your wine.
Yeah.
You know, I thought
Or
that
like
was
an
smart.
animal.
Or a small animal.
You know what I want for Christmas, guys? I don't know if you've already, I mean, I'm sure you already went shopping and everything, but if you guys could get me like a little hedgehog, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I think. I don't have anything actually to do for the rest of the day. Maybe we could meet.
You just got to drum one up.
Hedgehog.
Yeah,
Just go on down to Hedgehog R Us.
Mom, maybe we could just
Hedgehog hunting?
hit the pet store later.
Why do you want a hedgehog?
I'm
You
sure-
mean those little things with all the...
Yeah.
They kind of have spikies on them?
Yeah, they're cute. They have like hands and feet.
So,
I just want a pet really bad, and my roommate's allergic to cats, and I'm not ready for a dog.
Hey,
Hedgehog is totally what?
I'm wondering
How does she get her tongue down there?
The thing about her tongue is, all
we
right.
were talking about the
cat
cat.
stuff.
That's super random. Anyway.
So we're coming to an end here. We're coming to an end.
A hedgehog.
Time
That's
is-
weird.
I think this is a great point to stop the hedgehog, to stop the podcast on the hedgehog topic.
What do you keep a hedgehog like in a cage?
I'm not
Like
quite
a
sure,
hamster?
but I
What does the
think-
hedgehog eat?
Well, you know what? I figure, give me the hedgehog. I'll figure out all the stuff later on.
Well, you got to make sure that the
That's not-
hedgehog
that's
that
not
you
the way
can
to do it.
sustain the hedgehog's life.
Absolutely.
Well,
What-
then you have to do a little research before you buy it.
Yeah,
Come on, guys.
you can't just buy it.
That's
like
not-
what is
that's
it?
not
I mean,
the
what if
Christmas
what if
spirit.
it only eats like
Shit.
some weird fucking
Like,
mosquito?
what if it only ate shit?
Wait, some weird fucking mosquito that you
Mosquito
can only find
shit.
in Africa.
Yeah, what if you had to have the mosquito and then you had to pull out its shit, pull it out,
And so many
and
people
take a shot?
All right, Josh, stop.
wouldn't have hedgehogs.
I didn't know that. Is that a thing?
I think they eat like gold coins or something.
Wait,
Hanukkah coins.
What is it? No, it's
Sonic.
It's what's the
No, those are rings. Those are gold rings.
Oh, the rings.
what's the
That's right.
Bitcoin? It eats Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Do you know what a Bitcoin is, Mom?
Yes, it's a electronic computer currency,
And computers trade it for like trading cards.
but it's like not real, and it could like fall apart like in a second.
Okay.
It's a little risky.
Disintegrate.
It's very risky.
This has been a weird episode.
It's a
yeah,
little weird.
we like to go off on tangents.
We do. All right, so Sam's got to get back to cleaning her neck.
Cleaning her neck.
Yeah, she licks her neck. She
Oh,
gets
I
all
got
dirty.
I got a full bath.
Look at her. She's
I
doing
look
it
at
now.
look at her doing it.
That's not me, guys.
She needs her medicine. Stop
Oh,
it.
we got to give Sam her medicine. All right, so we got to go off and give Sam her medicine. Hopefully, she's not going to faint.
You need a
Actually,
B12
while
shot?
I was down, I was wondering if I could get another B12 shot because it really kind of invigorated me, and
What a rush, huh?
I wouldn't mind getting another one.
This time we're gonna have you laying on the bed.
No,
Yeah.
I say
And
let's
film.
stand her up and
Film.
let's film this.
Let's put me on a
Well,
cliff.
you know,
let's make it
we
real
could-
interesting,
We could go over the day after Christmas, and Susan could give you a shot.
and then we'll do a live podcast.
And we could film it for the
Yikes.
podcast.
No, but yeah, I will.
Look, she passed out again.
I am game, and yeah, let's try it. If you guys want to put money down.
For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, in Growing Up Fast in Part 2 episode, we talked to Sam about how she fainted when she got a B12 shot. Recently. Not when she was a child, but like a few months ago.
3 months ago.
6 months ago.
6 months ago. All right, so look, I think that does it. We had a lot of great Christmas memories. The truth of the matter is I mean, we could talk for hours.
We didn't even touch on Hanukkah memories.
Well, that's because we've already covered the Hanukkah monster and other Jewish holidays.
That's true. But we didn't have Sam's input.
That's true.
It doesn't matter.
Well, maybe hey, look, we got a week until we put up another episode. If you guys want, we can hit them with a bonus mini episode.
Or we can just do next week's episode with Sam. Would you like to join us for our New Year's episode?
Oh, I might. Yeah, I might be in attendance for that.
Look at that.
You
She's
guys
already
got to
back.
stay tuned.
Cool.
Let's see how she does on social media, and then we'll see if we can.
I got
have her
to
come back.
interview for my position first.
No, you already interviewed. You have the job.
So I want to say on behalf of My Mom Sandy podcast, we want to wish you guys happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. We want to urge everyone to be safe, have a safe holiday.
Be nice to each other.
Be nice to everyone. Tell people you love them. I hope that everyone has a magical Christmas Eve and a magical Christmas morning.
Because we know Josh will.
And I hope that, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but
Yeah,
I hope
you
that
will. You make it magical.
I hope that you guys just be able to spend time with your family. And from everyone here at My Mom Sandy Podcast Studio, we want to say thank you guys so much for an amazing run.
And thanks for the ratings.
Yeah, thank you guys for the ratings
I
and the
don't,
reviews.
I don't
Keep
know
them
who
coming.
Shoulder Lover is. But,
That was not the name.
oh,
But number one Shoulders fan.
oh, that was great. I love that. And yeah, anybody else who wants to write a comment.
Yeah, we're always looking for more ratings and reviews. That's going to help us out. We're going to have a new social media manager taking care of everything. And again, if you guys need to get a hold of us, mymomsandypodcast@gmail.com or on Instagram at mymomsandypodcast. Sam, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I'll be here all week.
Like,
I'll see you again.
No, there you go. She'll be here all week.
Do you have
We're
anything
excited.
else?
No, that's it. I'm, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. Well, Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you again before New Year's. And yeah, everybody be safe out there.
Okay, very good.
Close it out.
All right, very good.
All right, very good.
All right. The thing about all right, very good is.
Hey, you know what, Josh? It can either be good, it could be fast, or it could be cheap.